like twist after twist after twist.
The twist was fucking holy shit. What is going on?
It was so. For perspective, we were doing.
We can go into
movie
spoilers, right? The movie came out in like
It's
1970s.
1973.
We can
What movie
spoil
was
the
this?
movie.
It's called The Sting. It's an old favorite of ours. Came out in
What about
1973. So the biggest twist of the movie, by far, was that their base of operations was a bar / brothel / merry-go-round.
Oh, really?
No, it absolutely. There's a scene where they
Oh,
have all of the girls
so
on
it's-
merry-go-round.
So it's a brothel go round.
A brothel go round.
Yes.
God damn it.
Indeed it is. Fucking, I just didn't expect the... And again, I don't care. This movie came out literally almost 40 years ago. I'm gonna spoil it. I can't believe the love interest turned out to be a fucking hitman.
It's true.
That really threw me for a loop.
I mean, the movie is probably older than a fair number of people's parents.
Yeah. My mom would have been, it came out in 73, so about 5 years old when that movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I need to do math to figure out. Also, I also
a good
need to
movie,
find my
though.
phone.
It is a very good movie. A little longer than most traditional movies, but
Mhm.
mwah, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. When did you say that came out? 73?
73.
73.
It's called The Sting. And no, Sting is not in it.
We all made that joke. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Yes.
Wait, the rest of the world was a musician.
Oh
Yes.
wow. Both my folks would have been alive around that time.
Sting!
And they're
Thank
like
you, Tony
late
Schiavone.
teens,
My
early
dad was a
20s.
teenager.
Ooh.
Late teens, early 20s.
Yeah. Old movies. Hold on. So, I had a couple ideas what I wanted for the next session. They're pretty old movies. I figure everyone's got all these like modern stuff and no one goes for old classics. I wonder, one of the ones I have in mind, how old is it? So one of the other ones came out 10 years before.
Jesus.
Where are you doing movie nights?
I was
Did you?
Oh, sorry. I was looking up stuff. We do it in a private server. So
It's like
yeah.
what, 6 of us in there.
Yeah, just a
Um,
few.
I'd like to suggest Young Frankenstein.
I think
That
that's
is
actually
on the
on the
list.
list. Yeah.
That's so good.
You know, now that you mention it, I'd love to.
I am
keep watching.
thinking of doing an even older movie on our server's movie night.
Ooh.
Oh. All right, hit us.
12 Angry Men.
Jesus.
I've heard of that.
I love that movie.
You've got me beat by a couple years.
Although I'd suggest probably the more modern remake because it's just a little bit more easier to watch.
So
Got a
the
lot. Oh, go
I'll
ahead.
give you. You know what's funny? The movie I have in mind is older than most people's parents, and yet, I could probably do something, and everyone would instantly recognize what it was.
I mean, fair.
Dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun
Black
dun.
Panther.
Da-da.
Yeah.
Yep.
Panther.
The OG Pink Panther.
Star Wars. Oh,
Jesus.
damn it. I was close.
Yo, I can't lie. I could really go for some Reservoir Dogs right now.
Why do I have to be Mr. Pink?
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I'm hoping that movie aged well.
What?
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, that's still a classic.
All right, good.
Tarantino's kind of aged pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Granted, it again, like, if you have a more weaker constitution, don't look at some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he knows how to. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
Just like watching Godfather and Godfather 2. Oh.
Oh yeah.
In our group, I think I am the one who does the older movies, aside from Wiley, who does almost exclusively Godzilla.
Okay. That's bomb. Godzilla is bomb.
Nuclear bomb?
On
I
one
get it.
hand, you have a literal apex predator from the ancient times. On the other hand, monkey.
Monker.
Monkey. I love how everyone's like laughing about that nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it's payback for King Kong shoving a tree down Godzilla's throat.
Sorry, that was my impression of that scene.
What are some of the recent ones we've done? We did the original TMNT, Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yes.
Solid.
Um,
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Sounds good.
take your time.
And then he was
Legend
gone. We
of
never
the
saw him
Drunken
again.
Master.
Oh, that's
Yes.
a good one.
If you're looking for a very good action, IP Man. IP Man alone is just.
I
Mwah.
really watched that. I haven't though.
I haven't
done
seen
it.
that either. It's
You've
on
done
my
IP
list
Man.
though.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is it really called IP Man?
IP Man.
I this entire time thought it was called Ip Man,
So did I.
and now
no,
I know.
I am debating one from the 70s.
Oh.
All the President's Men.
Ooh, that's a really, really good one.
Follow the Money.
Yeah.
I returned with water.
Hello.
Welcome back. What was that? Yo, you know what would be really kind of cool? Top Gun. I'm
Playing
sorry.
with the boys.
You know,
I'm sorry.
never.
I've just had a hankering for Top Gun ever since I.
It hasn't aged well.
Has it
Aw,
not?
really?
Oof.
Oh, I still have good memories of Kenny Loggins, though. Come on, man. That alone.
Bro,
is beautiful.
I love volleyball.
Yo, so when are we getting our beach episode with the campaign, CG?
As soon as you find a fucking beach in Barovia.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I answered that.
That was
Oh,
a good
fuck,
point.
That's right.
It's okay, we can just have a hot spring episode. It's close enough.
Look, Strahd, I know you hate us, we hate you, we're probably gonna murder each other, but come on. Volleyball? Come on.
Come on.
No, I'm sensitive about my midriff.
My skin
Bro.
is very,
Bro.
sensitive.
Look at us. I look like a literal devil. We have a frog. We have a man made of metal. Or what? I don't want to assume much in there. I hope it is actually now. I mean, we also have. I mean, fuck you. Look at us. I've got a little pudge.
I just like that you didn't have anything to say about Gray.
I can't say anything. I'm
Okay.
just like.
Gray
And
is
then
just a
let's-
dude.
Gray's,
And then there's our bro Gray.
Gray is just sitting off in the corner, like casually looking, just like a shirtless solid snake.
Sits inhuman.
It's inhuman.
I'm thinking, think we're about ready to get going. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Got my lemonade, and I got me my
And
candles.
now the sweating begins.
All right.
Oh, come on. It's not like you're about to meet your end at the edge of an axe, right? Right?
Let's get a real quick roll call before we go ahead. All right. Haza, are you here?
Present.
Tart?
Present.
J Frost.
He did.
Oh.
That was fast. We haven't
Sam?
even started the fight yet.
Pikachu.
What? Why have you...
That's always funny.
Yeah.
Pikachu. Thank you,
My
Justin.
chest!
Thank you for showing up again, Justin. We love you.
Oh.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dummies and Disasters in the setting The Curse of Strahd. I am the host, CG, and I am doing my best Tart impression at the moment as I realize I'm kind of doing him beat for beat when he does the other on Monday.
Are you the humble Dumble Master?
I might be the humble Dumble Master. Just saying.
No, this is the different. This is the humble master.
The Dumble Humble Master? Oh.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
So, we have a bit of news that I think we should probably start with. So, after talking a little bit and, doing a little discussion, we have decided to part ways with Trice. They will no longer be part of the campaign. We just figured that they weren't a good fit for the group. We wish them well and hope that they can have some more fun in the future.
Indeed. No animosity, no malice, just understanding. Mutual understanding.
Yep, it just didn't work out, and that's fine. Sometimes that happens. But that does mean that we are short one person.
Right.
Oh,
In this campaign.
I see what you did there.
but yeah, we're going to be short one Lithuyulon going forward, and unfortunate, but it happens. But yeah, I am ready to get going if everyone else is.
Yeah.
Yes, and in about 10 minutes, we'll be able to have 2 open slots at the table. I mean, what?
Hey, just because I die in the game doesn't mean I die in real life. Oh god, my chest!
Ah, fuck. We're playing an Ultramar game.
Oh god, no. But yeah.
Wait, what's wrong with going to Ultramar? It just
Tart
sucks.
is about to get ahead in life.
Yup. Yup.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's
I was telling CG last night that this is retribution for the dumb fucking decisions I've made up to this point, such as stabbing Strahd on our first meeting and attempting to steal his girl. Just to name a few.
Oh, it's Mr. Steel Girl.
It's Mr. Steal Your Vamp.
Yeah.
Wait.
Before we go ahead and get started, what's everyone been up to? Tart?
I've been watching Demon Slayer recently, and by recently, I mean I watched an episode a few days ago, and then I watched like 6 of them today, so... It's been
Good old binging.
Yes, it's been really good. I've been enjoying it. I may have drawn not comparisons. I realized that part of the stuff I wrote for Grey is actually quite similar to what the main character goes through in that show, and I didn't realize it until I watched the show, and I was like, oh, I see.
You know what, Top? Because you've said that now, if you don't shoot a water dragon out of your sword, I'm going to be very, very upset with you.
I will try
Are
my
you-
best.
Are you trying to make Tart Zabuza?
Oh
That's a
my
different
god.
anime. But yeah.
Okay, we need to figure out if Tart can learn the Mist spell.
That's
I
a good
mean,
question.
I'd be happier if he was Giyu.
Oh my... Oh. I love you, Hasa. You dork.
Judgy man.
Is that everything on your end, Tart?
Yes.
All right. Then we will move on to J Frost. What you up to, buddy?
Not much. Dealing with work at times when I'm not napping. eating a lot of cheese. So much cheese.
Truly living the sweet life.
It's pretty Gouda. But
Ha.
other than... I'm sorry.
You're a monster.
Fuck cheese addicts.
Here, let me get my buddies Colby and Jack.
Hey.
I see what you did there.
Just
But
be-
other than-
Just make
Oh.
sure to keep your to consider your cheese puns carefully.
Wow.
You just had
Wow.
to shatter it. Now I gotta pick up all this
Guys,
debris.
guys, that's enough puns. Just let him breathe for a little bit.
But other than that, nothing much. Probably gonna be playing some Food Fright Friday with Mr. Joe Mojo, where we do Phasmophobia and Overcooked 2, and where I desperately want to destroy the monarchy because reading is for nerds, and they had to summon a bunch of stupid undead bread.
Yes.
The unbred, if you will.
The unbred.
I'm ready to die.
Same.
Just pick them up and give them the big yeast.
God, can I roll to kick
Jesus.
God in his teeth?
Just make like Gingy and give him the baker's dozen.
Way to bring it around.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
I'm okay with that. Ozzo, what you up to?
Well, I recently did my anniversary stream where I did all the Revengeance difficulty boss fights in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and that was fucking painful. I spent like 4 hours on freaking Armstrong, the whole sequence. That was awful.
Nanomachine,
That was-
son.
That was fucking awful.
Big
And I spent
yikes.
2 hours on the final fight. It was so bad.
Apex Chad.
Why are forced to lose fights so hard? I'm not supposed to win. Why are you making not winning so hard? But anyway, that's been my day for a few days. That and my internet's trying to kill me. But otherwise, I'm pretty good.
Dope. Well, not the killing part, but the other part was that.
No, that's also dope. I also very good.
Sen.
I've been feeling a bit odd these days.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I've been feeling this desire to laugh maniacally, hire minions, practice super science and plot the downfall of man. After talking with Dr. Caliban, I've decided to change my life and embrace my inner villain. My inner evil genius. I've been playing some of Evil Genius lately, a game where you play as effectively a Bond villain in the 1960s, plotting evil heists and acts of infamy. I am still fairly early on, but I stole my first piece of loot recently.
I fucking remember that game.
So that's what happened to my microwave.
I remember there's a torture mechanism in that game where you can shove somebody into a fucking mixer. Like a giant mixer.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I can make human meat salad.
Look, I understand people are a little afraid of social gatherings, but they're not that bad. That actually sounds like a really dope game.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've actually looked it up because the World Domination Simulator.
There is a sequel coming out in 2 months.
Yo!
Nice.
It's like a theme hospital, like tycoon style game. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. If you've got anything else, Sen. Otherwise, I think we're ready
And
to get
that's about it.
going. All right. And of course, I am the ever wonderful CGDM. There's 2 different letters for 2 different parts of my title, and I, as usual, have nothing really going on. Other than I wound up getting into Yu-Gi-Oh again, so that was a poor decision.
All right,
And,
but what does Pot of Greed even do?
I don't know, but
Didn't we have like an over hour-long conversation about you?
Speaking of poor life choices.
we did.
They did. Also, someone was saying, speaking of poor life choices.
I think Sam was just talking about something.
Oh, I thought they were
being
gonna.
relevant to-
You
Yeah.
judge.
You judge.
You judge.
UGIO.
UGIO.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Hmm. You judge.
You
But
judge.
yeah.
UGO.
UGO. We're getting closer.
We'll get there one of
GI.
these. Yugi boy. They need to add a Pegasus mod to all text-to-speech devices.
Look, all I'm saying is Exodia cheat deck, greatest deck to ever exist.
And yeah, I think that's everyone. Do we want to go ahead and get started?
No, I don't.
Hmm.
Don't worry, Tart. It's not like you're getting a little headstrong or anything.
Tart.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
No, never. No, we could go though. I'm good.
Yeah.
I love you, nerds.
All right then, everyone.
Okay, sorry. Do I need to ask? Did you decapitate Flit yesterday?
No, but we're going up against the man with a very large axe.
I thought it was a hammer.
I think it's an axe, right?
It's an axe in this game. It's a hammer in your game.
That's true.
It's
It's an axe.
your campaign time.
Bad DM. Boo.
All right, you knuckleheads. Let's get going. Deep within the lands of Barovia, the mist tells a story. Choggy the monk, Dagon the sorcerer, Gray the fighter, Hope the cleric, and Lithuyelon the rogue tracked down the remains of Saint Andral, whose power had kept the local church sanctified. The local coffin maker Henrik had the remains in his possession, but despite the very aggressive interrogation of the inquisitorial Dagon, remained adamantly silent. A clean search of the house provided a clue why. As searching through Henrik's attic, the party was ambushed by a trio of vampires, which the party slew after a long, grueling battle. The victory was marred upon returning the bone, town guard were called to the scene to investigate the rambunctious party that had rolled into town. The situation worsened when Lithuyelon invoked the name of Strahd, a severe crime in the town of Valaki, and the captain of the guard was summoned. A tall, hulking man who introduced himself as Izek Strasny. We pick up immediately where the scene left off, with Izek having just introduced himself and looking at the party. Everyone is stunned, and seeing everyone kind of taken aback, Lithuyelon sees an opening to get away and jumps through the window to the back. The guards, seeing a potential prisoner flee, begin to chase. Though a few of them stay behind and they come, "Captain, should we not pursue?" Izek simply turns and looks at them. "I will keep the others occupied." The guard looks at Izek, swallows nervously, and leaves. You are now face to face with Izek Strasny in the middle of this church.
If I remember correctly, I was standing like right in front of him, right?
You were standing right in front of Lithuyelon. You had gone to block passage,
Right.
and he
Okay.
walked up to you.
I'll kind of look him up and down, and I'll say, Izek Strasny. So, what does that make us? Brothers?
Brothers.
And
I've-
our parents?
I've never met them. You are the only family I have.
Kind of furrow my eyebrow a bit. A little shocked that he's apparently never met our parents. And you said which arm is really messed up? His right one?
His his left arm
Okay.
has a big ol' his left arm has a big ol' battle axe in it. His right arm is currently in a sling.
Can I make like a check to see if I can figure out what happened to his right arm?
You would have no idea.
Okay. So, I'll just kind of peek at the right arm again. Above game, if I remember correctly, I went to my old house and it had caught fire, yes?
The house had caught fire. You remember it catching fire. There is not. The remains have been built over, though.
Okay. So I'll kind of look at him and go, so, I assume you're the one who commissioned the dolls.
Yes, I have.
Why?
Roll an insight on this man.
Insight. Okay. +1. Oh, that was almost a 17. Fuck you. Solid 4.
You're still dealing with the revelation, and this man, it's hard to read his face. And he looks down and he goes, for 15 years. 15 years. Every night I close my eye and I see you. Living, breathing, growing. My brother.
Sorry, I'm just writing that down. So, what does this mean now?
He moves towards you. Very close.
I don't move.
Does anyone else do... Oh. Does anyone else do anything?
I mean, I don't think I could do anything because this is a big guy.
I am going to keep close to Tart.
Okay. He reaches out.
Not
With it-
threatening body language.
He reaches out. He puts the axe in the ground. And he puts his good hand on your shoulder. We can be a family again.
Can I insight him one more time?
Yes.
Ah.
What are you look What are you looking
Fuck! It doesn't matter.
Well, what were you looking for exactly?
I guess I'm not really trying to put together what his intentions are, but I guess I'm trying to, because I know he's the captain of the guard, so I know he's been quote-unquote torturing these people in town. So I guess is this kind of like a Darth Vader moment? Is he trying to like bring me to the dark side?
Okay.
And again, it's a 4, so.
Could any of us incite it?
I think at this point, yes.
Good luck, guys. Hope you have better luck than I did. I just want to be known
Alrighty.
my hands are like actually shaking.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Tar.
No, I love it.
Anyone who wants to roll insight.
1 second.
You know what? For shits and gigs, let Chuggy roll.
There
Yeah,
goes
I'm
Hope.
not getting anywhere. Hope's got better.
Even with your 9, you still beat my 2 rolls together.
I have a +4 insight, but I just think it'd be funny. Yep.
Okay. I got really nervous about that one.
I was like, oh no!
Okay. Dagon, you are thoroughly intimidated by this man, and you're also kind of concerned that your partner in crime has currently fled.
Oh shit. Well, I'm down a meat shield.
Hope, you do not detect any malicious intent from this man. Choggy, as he reaches out for Gray's shoulder, he notices Gray kind of tensing up, unsure of the situation, and you see him kind of like hesitate for a little bit. He seems to be. Go ahead.
Like, as in, is he seems genuine, or is he like?
He seems like he doesn't know how to handle this situation.
I'm gonna walk up to him and give him a reaffirming pat on the knee.
Well, you're patting
I'm
me
assuming
on the
this
knee
guy's
or
a
him?
Monster, right? No, him.
Okay.
He's 7 feet tall. You come up and slap his knee, and he just looks down at you. He's like,
I give him like a reaffirming, like, I believe in you smile.
That slaps me on the knee.
Well, I can't reach his shoulder. No, it's through clothes. It should be fine.
Oh shit! Hey, Sen brings up a good point.
I'm not punching. He's not touching skin unless he's like wearing shorts in Barovia. And that's a different thing. We need to address.
That's a different problem.
Yo, that's a thing that.
He's got jorts.
Isaac was prepared for the beach episode.
Strahd is only afraid of two things: the holy light and this guy wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts in the middle of winter? Oh, I'm not fucking with that.
He looks down to Chalky and immediately looks back to Gray. Just kind of acknowledged your existence and then turns eye contact back to Gray. And he says, "Please, can we talk?"
We can.
"Come. Let's sit." And he motions to a pew.
I will go and I'll sit in the pew.
You sit down in your pew. With all your armor, you creak it slightly. When Isaac sits down, it sounds like the thing's about to snap in half. You can feel it straining as he sits.
As I make my way over, I'm gonna look over to Isaac, Ismark, and Irina, and just kind of gauge how they feel about this whole situation.
Roll an insight check on the both of them.
Okay, so is that 2 different checks?
Just one. We'll do it. It's a collective.
Welp.
3.
I'm not doing well tonight, guys.
Oh no.
Man, I really did blow that natural 20 before the game.
That's true. You did. You honestly, even with your, frankly, bad insight roll, you get this from the both of them. The both of them are thoroughly stunned and weirded out.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm all right. Things have been strange recently.
What are you doing back in Barovia? Why would you return?
I returned for a job and also wanted to know what happened to my family.
He kind of sighs at that. I wish I knew them. You, he coughs a little bit. How old do you think I am?
Can I make a check to see if I can figure out how old he is?
Go ahead and guess based on the artwork that I gave you.
The artwork. That's in the thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the better question is, how old is Commander Shepard? I'd say... It's odd because I haven't quite put together if he's older or younger than me. I'm gonna say late 20s, early 30s.
I'm 20 years old.
God, the boy's been drinking his milk.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, this is the weird this is the weird alternate universe where it was Sasuke that actually was the older one and Itachi was the younger one, but
My
they still kept the same bodies.
my little big brother.
Nissan.
After he says that, I'll kind of gesture to myself. I am 28.
Mm.
You are.
So
Sorry?
you would have known my parents.
I did. For a time.
What were they like?
Kind of slump back a bit into the pew. Our father, Valentine, was a good man. He was rough around the edges. He was a good man, but he... How do I explain this? It's not that he didn't show care or affection, but he had a very robust way of showing it. He had a grim consonance about him that followed him in whatever he did. He was a good man, he was strong, and he believed in... He believed that fear could be a wonderful tool to those you are trying to protect. Estabella, our mother, was in many ways the opposite of him. Soft-spoken woman. Whereas our father was stern, she was kind, gracious. You could say she kept him in check, I guess you could say. Even though I knew them, I didn't know them for terribly long, but I do know that I don't think they could have made it without each other.
He's looking at you. He's burning a hole through you, basically, with how intent he's staring at you. And he's just kind of taking this all in. We're kind, decent folks.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
Where have you been? What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Well, when I was young, our father, Valentine, smuggled me onto a cart with Vistani that were, leaving Barovia. Do I, above game, know why he did that, by the way?
Above game? No. But there's something weird about that.
Okay. As to his intentions, I do not know, but after there, I spent time on my own, struggling to survive, and it turned me to a life of petty crime. Well, I shouldn't say a life of... It quickly turned me to petty crime, stealing what I could, stealing minor rations, digging through the trash. Until a kind older man took me in, taught me ways of combat, focus. He taught me how to use my powers. And he was a father to me for about 15 years, give or take. Then he passed on, and I continued living, taking jobs every now and again, and fighting my own demons, I guess you could say.
Isaac is not... Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
Isaac is nodding at your story, taking it in, and there's a face on it. There's kind of a face of not so much that he is taking it all in, but there's also a kind of like a hint of he's putting pieces together in his mind.
Can I insight him, perhaps?
Sure.
Okay, give me 1 second. I've lost my sheet. There it is. Better.
Much better.
Literally twice as good as the best insight roll I've made so far.
I'm so sorry, Tart.
I'm trying.
He's not. Well, putting together the information that he told you earlier, he mentioned that he has been seeing you in dreams. And he's like,
Yes.
oh, so that's why he's been getting more buff.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, this tracks when he was doing this.
He's getting the context clues.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll look at him and I'll go, what about you? What have you been doing all this time?
That is a long and complicated question. But as of right now, you can see I'm captain of the guard here in Balaki. My earliest memories were of a Stani group that took me in for several years, raised me for when I was but knee-high, enough to walk, feed myself, enough to flee when they were ambushed by an angry mob. Ever since, for many years, I roamed the wilds, simply caring for myself. Until one day, there was a scream on the road, and I wanted to help them. It was that of the Burgermeister, Vargas Valakovich. He was grateful, to say the least, and he offered me, well, the place here.
Kind of look down at his arm again. What happened to your arm?
He kind of rubs the arm.
If I may, CG, every now and again you have like a buzzing noise coming from your mic. It's not a big deal. I just wanted you to be I just wanted you to know about it.
Unfortunately, that's a downside of this mic. It picks up things. It picks up things pretty well, but it's a very fine balance, and the buzzing is a side effect.
No, I got it. No problem. I just wasn't sure if you were aware.
No worries.
It might help if we got the bees out of the mic.
You need to disable bees.
The winter bees, they're back.
But yes, he took me in, and I've been captain of the guard here for several years now.
What happened to your arm?
He takes his left hand and he kind of rubs it a bit. Not here. Another time.
Can I insight that?
I'm gonna give you advantage on this one.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go, Tart.
I'm glad you gave me advantage.
You're welcome.
That was almost
you
a
sure?
19 too. I'm mad. Also, above game, how does his arm look? Like, does it have any noticeable like scars or anything on it?
Well, you can't actually see the arm. It is currently in its sling.
Okay.
You get the sense that he's uncomfortable with his arm right now. Can't really pinpoint why, though.
Okay.
He coughs a little bit. We can discuss that perhaps at another time. Or private area.
Of course. What happens now?
I don't know. I never thought this day would come. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do if I would ever find you again. But I do know. Kind of swallowed a little bit. I have been alone almost my entire life. With just mere visions. Mere visions of I thought to be my brother. I would like to get to know you. Spend time with you.
I would like that. I am curious as well as to why you have visions of me, but I've had none of you. It's odd.
Where are you holed up in town?
We are holed up at whatever the inn is or the bar is that we're staying at. The one with Rick Tavia. I don't remember the name of it.
The Blue Water Inn.
Blue Water Inn. That's it. We are currently staying at the Blue Water Inn.
It is. He looks outside. The sun is going down. Curfew will be in effect soon. I would like to speak to you tomorrow. Early. I will meet you outside the inn.
Alright then.
And with that, he stands up. Now. And he looks over to everyone else in the room, including the poor priest who has been watching this just shaking in his boots. He looks around and he says, "Why have you all disturbed the peace of this town?" He's now addressing everyone else.
I'll take a look to the group. Do you want me to try explaining this?
I can't tell if Sen is typing or not, so...
Seeing anything right now?
Oh,
Nope.
whoops.
Sen left. Please do. Okay. They're in backup voice chat for some reason. Whoopsie. Okay. So, with that, Dagon will look towards Izek, Captain Izek. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Sen is typing. Echo, echo, echo.
Yeah, I'm getting some weird feedback too. Keep going for now, and if it pops up again.
Forgive me if it's on my end.
Here, do we all want to, like, leave the call and come back?
That might not be a bad idea. Let's do that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Una minuto. Hello, hello, hello. Testing,
Hello.
1, 2, 3.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, it sounds good currently.
Okay. Welcome back, Sen?
No clue what happened.
I don't know.
Maybe Discord's just having a fart.
Yeah, Discord
Yeah,
might be
Discord's
being weird.
been having a lot of issues recently.
Okay.
I said please do.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'll look to Captain Izek. Forgive us for the disturbance. We were contracted by the priest to investigate a theft that had occurred upon the church property. And while we have definitely not been the greatest of investigators, and I will take blame for the vocalized disturbances to the civilian populace. The fact of the matter is, our investigation led us to the discovery of the true perpetrator of the theft. Glaring daggers at the shopkeep. At the,
Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
Like, when all the guards left, they took him with.
alright. And then I guess I'll just glare at where he was. Right? Like, where they kept him before they dragged him off.
Right.
And he'll just look back. On top of the discovery of the coughs a little bit like housemates and choice of company he was keeping within his attic.
Yeah, the really thirsty gray guys.
Gray will cut in at this point and say he had thralls in the attic, stuffed into crates filled with dirt.
Isaac turns around slowly to what you say, Gray, and he turns back to Dagon. Is this true? And he's going to roll insight onto you.
Fine. Also, Sam is typing.
Fair enough.
So,
I mean, Dagon isn't lying, so...
that's true.
Or maybe Dagon is. This whole time they've been playing the long game.
The long con. The curse of Dagon.
Don't tell them the secret that I'm actually a devil. Ah, fuck, I just said that in an open mic Voxcast.
Oops.
It's not like they're gonna declare me a heretic.
Actually, I guess I could leave that.
It's not like the Inquisition is known for being,
Oh, we have Rictavio.
trigger happy with the word.
With regard to the commotion in his house, we couldn't let a danger like that stand. We blocked the exits and made sure that the threat was resolved. As a guard, I hope that you will understand.
He looks to you, Hope. He looks to you, Dagon. And then he looks to the others. He looks quickly, first to the priest. Father Lucian, is this true? Father Lucian is, yes, Captain. A relic was taken and they recovered it. I know not of what they found there, but their character and what they did for me, I am inclined to believe them. And then he looks to Isaac and Ismark and he goes, and do you... Wait. I know you two. You are the offspring of the Baron of this village of Barovia, Irina and Ismar. Both just kind of nervously sweat. Yes, Captain Isaac, it is been a little bit. Pleasure to see you again. What are you doing here? Why are you with my brother and his hangers-on?
Sorry.
Did he just call us hanger-ons?
Damn.
I am not a coat hanger, sir. Above game.
They are escorting us through the town on our regular trip to inspect the other villages. He just kind of squints. You were here recently. I remember this. You wished to speak to Vargas, and he was not home. Are you here to speak to them again? Yes. We found these travelers while we were in Kresk with Dmitri, and we all strength, safety in numbers. We can't be too careful in this land.
Is this Irina or Ismark talking?
This is Ismark talking.
Okay, just clarifying.
And he looks at that and he says, hasn't stopped me before, but I understand. Do you still wish to speak to the Burgermeister? And Irina pipes up. Yes. We have much to discuss with him. Perhaps even more now. Please, could you see about that? I will see what I can do. He turns around, he looks to you, Gray. He walks up. Tomorrow in front of the inn. Let us talk more then. Until then. And then he addresses everyone else. It is almost curfew. And he picks up his giant great axe and swings it over his shoulders. Be sure that you are inside. And he walks out the door.
Question.
Yes, Choggy?
No, he's saying he's yelling it to Izek.
Oh.
This is in character.
No, go for it. Yes, Choggy?
What's a curfew?
He stops for a minute, just for a half second, and keeps on walking.
I'll turn to Hope. What's a curfew?
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Zen is typing.
Yes.
We are to keep to our inn and nowhere else for the night.
Okay.
Gray will kind of look down at his feet for a moment and just kind of say to himself, I have a brother.
Gray.
Yes, Hope.
What is it like to have a sibling? What feelings does it inspire?
I will sort of look back down on my feet again, then look back up at Hope. I don't know. His intentions seem pure, but I can't ignore the fear that he's causing these people.
Zen's typing.
Zen's
Yeah.
typing.
Oh, I thought you stopped talking. I thought you cut out. I'm like, Jesus, really?
No, we're good. I'm just waiting for Sen's reply.
I've had bad luck with my internet the last few days, so I assumed the worst.
No, that's fair.
I mean, you're not the only one.
Even if he is family, he is still human.
Right. Well, I guess we will find out more in the morning.
That is fair.
Although above game, a thought just occurred to me. I don't know if he wants to speak to just me or if he's cool with me bringing everyone else. I guess we'll find out.
Hey, little brother, mind if I bring my friends with me?
Little in quotation marks.
Right. He's the strong man to my flyboy, apparently. Fuck.
Have a
Apparently.
conversation next to this statue.
I get it.
Ah,
Look at this metallic mannequin I found. Wow, the decor is really improving in this place. I love it. So, anyways, tell me your deepest, darkest secret.
That is the adventure that was worth you yesterday. What are you trying to pull?
the rest of us. Oh my god, all we need is to like get ourselves like some gray, like not the person, but the actual like gray paint ourselves all gray and just T-pose.
At this point, the priest, Father Lucian, comes up and he says, that was frightening. You have given me more excitement in one day than I've had in my entire life, but I'm still grateful to you, and I would like to repay you somehow. Says typing.
You don't seem relieved to have the relics back.
No, I'm very relieved to have the relics back. This talk of vampires though, and an appearance by the captain of the guards, it's a lot of emotions are swirling about right now, I'm afraid.
Be glad you didn't have to deal with the bloodsuckers.
Yes, and that actually might be something I can. He looks to left and right. He especially looks for if the altar boy is there. That might be something I can help you out with a little bit. And he goes up to his podium where you see he would be giving speeches. And he ducks under it inside and he pulls out a bag. And he hands it to. Actually, who does he hand it to? He pulls out the bag and he hands it to you, Hope. This was given to us by a traveling knight of sorts, and he thought it might be useful for us someday, and I think you would probably be able to make more of it than this old church.
I look inside the bag.
Inside the bag is fine powdered silver.
Ooh.
Yeah.
About, you would estimate, 100 gold pieces worth.
Damn.
Wait, hold up.
Oh fuck, maybe we can get that like implemented onto like our weapons and shit. Or weapons and maybe even armor.
Weapons, armor, and potentially if we have some water.
It's low grade quality. He kind of overhears you. It's low grade quality. I'm afraid there's not enough to apply to weapons, but there is. I believe you could make something with it with water.
So he's suggesting we can make holy water, yes?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Now remember, Chuggy, this is water that doesn't have holes in it. It's blessed.
You see Chogi just kind of looking right at you.
Blink one eye, blink the other.
Like,
Is it
Yeah.
like, are
So
both
blink.
eyes focused on me, or are they both like going different sides?
One's going a little
Is
bit
there
crazy.
anything you can do to make sure this doesn't happen again, Father?
I've learned my lesson that secrecy and lack thereof is what caused this. I'll have to keep my mouth shut in the future. I'll have to give that boy a stern talking to.
Oh, we believe Dagon has taken care of that already.
Father, if I may.
Yes.
This cannot be fully brought upon the gravedigger. And now, with both time and clarity, I understand this. He was manipulated, much like how any child could be, especially by a much more malevolent force. He's only doing this so his siblings were to be protected. If anything, I know that the road of damnation is paved with good intentions. But is there anything you can do to help alleviate their situation? They're struggling to get by.
Father gives a little grin. There's a reason he is known as the Gravekeeper primarily. We do our best to employ him. But I don't know. This is manipulated or not. Such a he's struggling to kind of find the words. I will take what you said into mind.
It is all we can ask, but if need be, maybe it would be best if the boy would be brought up, at least in some, how do you say, defensively, an atonement for this sin, like having a guarding duty, so to speak.
Roll a persuasion check.
Get him.
Normal.
Just normal.
Here I go persuading again.
Here I go rolling again.
On the roll again. 19.
He thinks about it for a second. Perhaps now that knowledge is a bit more well known, we would be better off having some defenses against its potential threats. He's picking up what you're putting down.
I think Hope wanted to say something as well. Because I saw Sen typing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Never mind. I will kind of look to the broken window and I'll say, apologies for the window. We'll have to figure out what to do with Lithuialon about that, if we can find him again.
Good luck. I tried finding him back during our training days once when he got really drunk. It was 5 whole days before we even found the first shoe.
Why were you looking for shoes?
I was actually just about to ask that, Shocky. That was Irina.
Oh no, that scares me. She's on Chunky's wavelength. That like, legit scares me.
no!
She's learning. She's learning the ways of the Chuggy.
Oh no.
She's feeling froggy, and thus the wavelength is complete.
Uh-oh.
And Sen is typing. I am terrified.
Occurs to me, in the meantime, I could probably change the music over a little bit.
Something upbeat and jolly.
As we prepare to leave, I dip my head to the priest. May Anitar's fires bless you with both light and the warmth of the four, Father.
As you
Forge.
Oops. As you lower your head, Father Lucian bows slightly. May the glory of the Morning Lord's light greet the day and guide you through the day. Guide you through your days. And with that, everyone departs from the church.
CG, can we perhaps turn the music up just a tad, please?
No worries.
Just a little bit. Also, and all God's children said amen. Sorry. I love you guys.
Alright, better, thank you.
At this point, night has fallen. You can see about town. It was very busy when you were walking around the town. It is still busy, but most notably, everyone is starting to head inside and quickly.
I think we'll Yeah, wait, Hope is typing. I'll wait.
We should get back to the inn.
Agreed.
Agreed.
All right. It takes you not too long to get back to the inn, and as you do, you can hear it before you enter, and the tavern is bustling. Inside, there was maybe 8 people when you walked in the middle of the day. There's now probably about 20 or 30. You walk inside, and instantly, as you walk in, you see Erwin at the bar. Goes, "Oh, hello, friends! Welcome back!
Kind
Are
of
you
give,
here?"
kind of give that like soft wave to Erwin. Irvin or Erwin?
Erwin.
Erwin. Okay.
The first thought that just came to my mind, now realizing that name. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy's.
Yeah.
We made
I
that.
wasn't gonna say it.
We made that joke last time too.
I think we
Did
did,
we?
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
we
we
did.
made that joke the first time we met him.
Hey
I was
when you win?
I was gonna make a Mandy joke out of the blue right now, but
I'm so
Does it work?
sorry, and Hassan,
doesn't work if you point it out.
As Erwin kind of greets you all, he goes back. He yells to the back, "Honey, the eccentric guests have returned!" And instantly, from behind the back, his wife comes out, and she looks to all of you. "Welcome. Are you here for your rooms?" And as she says rooms, she looks over to Dagon.
nervously looking left to right with my eyes. Yes. Though, if I may, could I get a room that is not moist?
She looks over to you, Gray. "Well, good sir, I do believe there is enough room for another, though he'll have to sleep on the floor."
We will make do. Thank you. Kind of saddle up to the bar. I want to put the champagne down on the counter again. I want to ask, Erwin, is there perhaps a chance we could sell this to you? Would you be willing to make a deal for it?
Erwin takes a look at the champagne. This is a very fine and very rare nowadays. I'd be willing to give it to you for, 250 gold.
Kind of look to the group. Above game, what do we think? 250? That's pretty good. We don't have a lot of gold.
Best I can do is $1.50.
That's what, 75 each? About?
75.
That would be a little bit less.
Actually, 1, 2, 3. Wouldn't it be okay? Are we including Ismark and Irina?
Oh,
I mean-
that's a good point, actually.
Because if so, I'm thinking maybe, let's see, 250 each.
Hold on. 250 divided by 6.
6.
That'll be about 42 each.
The blessed number.
Unless we want to try to persuade for more, but that's not going to be me to do that.
What about you? Personally, I'd say I'm just happy with getting a little bit. What about you guys?
I think 250 is good, yeah.
Above
Plaza,
game.
Zed?
Above game. Ismark and Irina here. It's like, are you asking us to turn down money? So yeah, they would be in as well.
Above game, let's take it. In game, Chuggy doesn't have a concept of money.
52 down. 1,158 to go.
Jeez.
Wait, what?
Oh, I know what that's for.
Uh-oh. How's
should
it?
we
Does
be
Chunky
worried?
have money?
Yes. Doesn't mean he knows what to do with it, but he's got it.
Oh no.
It's like you hand the kid like keys. He's not gonna go drive the car, but he's just gonna sit there.
He
and
can give it to his best friend.
He can't give it to his best friend.
Yes, I will give it to my best friend. What was his name again? Rictavio.
Rictavio.
Octavio.
Who was probably in the bar, I can imagine.
He's actually in the corner. He's got more of a crowd this time. He's doing the same thing, and as you walked inside, he gave a slight nod. But you were more focused on Erwin, who is very openly greeting you. So it's just
Right.
kind of like,
Choggy proceeds to give the gold to the monkey.
I was just about to say that. Because that was a monkey.
Do the monkey with me.
Okay, so can we just put down like 42 each?
yes.
In our thing? Alright, cool. Up to 98 gold!
Uno minuto. Gold, you say?
Yes, quite.
Alright, how much were we getting? How much were we
42.
getting each? Okay, because I was
42,
too busy
yeah.
japing to... I was too busy japing to remember the number. How much do I have now? I got a cool 56.
I'm happy with what I got.
So
60.
as everyone kind of sits down at the bar, this is probably, next to the when you were spending time with the Vistani, this is the most lively you've seen anything in Barovia ever. And even then, probably only about a third of the bar patrons are actually lively. There's Rictavio and his group. There's two, like, I'd have to say probably about like 16, 17-year-old boys just kind of loudly drinking and being, you know the type.
I see.
Yeah, they're kind of, they're making fools of themselves. And you also notice that as everyone kind of gathers around, Irina just kind of comes up and taps you on the shoulder, Gray. If it's all right, I think Ismark and I are going to turn in early. It's been a trying day.
Go ahead. We will see you both in the morning.
And she nods, and the two of them go ahead and make an insight check as they give each other a look and head down the hall.
Sure. Just flat?
Got this.
Just flat.
Solid 7.
You see them give each other a look, but you don't quite get what that look might be.
Okay. Above game now, I'm nervous.
So, everyone's at the bar.
Above game, did we want to talk to Rictavio about the monkey?
I think we do.
Choggy would like to ask anything about the monkey.
I love it.
Of course.
So yeah, I think we'll make our way over to Rictavio's table.
All right. As you approach Rictavio's table, he is in the middle of a story. He would
GG.
ride into the... What?
Sorry, I'm just gonna send you something above game if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Rictavio is quickly telling the patrons he would ride into the night, whip in one hand and cane in the other, a tail to spook ghosts, a predator to wolves, a monster to abominations. He has been hunting for 50 years. A simple human man, or perhaps more. And he notices everyone's gonna be like, ah, other adventurers. Perhaps they could be Rudolf Edrichten. Everyone just kind
Who's
of
that?
just the story of a well-renowned monster hunter from where I come from. He is a legend. Single-handedly took out an entire court of vampires. No one has ever seen his face. People think he's a legend, but, well, the court of vampires was no legend, and they were gone after the next day, I'll tell you what. And literally everyone at that just kind of scoffs.
Or maybe the reason no one's seen his face is because he doesn't have one.
What is this court of vampires?
Ah,
So curious.
he looks over to Sensuna. I do not have many tales on this court. It is old and ancient and most notably dead. But it comes out from the far east from where I come from. Legend says that there was a kidnapping of a local in town by this court. It consisted of a older male vampire, his consorts, and soon-to-be child, which they abducted to convert. But oh, and written, he was there that day. The villagers, they found him. They asked, they pleaded, and he simply walked, left them all. And the next day, when the sun rose, he returns with 4 sets of vampire fang.
Vampire fangs?
Sure. Everyone knows that vampires have 2 fangs protruding. Sen is typing.
How did he get them? When we... Oh, never mind.
He looks to you. Oh, what? You look a bit worse for wear than when I saw you today. Friends, gentlemen, these are adventurers from the outside. And they kind of ooh and ah as they look. It's like, yes, I met them earlier today. I'm sure they have many fantastic stories to tell. I wonder if they stack up to the ones I have for you this fine day, though.
I'm Choggy.
Yes, the outside is full of metal people and frogs.
Metal people,
Yeah.
frogs, goatmen.
So as he gestured to us, that's all Choggy says. I'm Choggy.
I'm Chalky. Just waving, hi, I'm here.
Yup.
The precious bean.
So, have you any tales to share? Or perhaps you're here for something else? He's got a little bit of a smirk going on as he sees all of you.
I think I have a tail. As Choggy starts trying to look at his back, spinning around.
Rictavio starts chuckling madly. The gaggle of drunken fools just kind of look to each other, and then all in unison slowly lean over so they can get a good look.
Oh my god. Oh, this is great.
Sen is currently typing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We wanted to ask you more about that monkey that the toy maker has. He told us he isn't her first owner.
Oh, really now? He's looking at you to follow up.
He said he got it from a certain storyteller.
Ah, perhaps a dashing rogue? A traveling circus performer, perhaps. Yes, he got it from me. Poor lad was so sad, and, well, two of us hit it off when I had to go purchase some supplies from him. You know, can't have quite a circus without a few, well, oddities, I'll say. Man really needs to improve his craft, I must say. So I thought I'd give him a friend.
We need to talk. Once you are done and the crowd has left.
Roll persuasion check.
Hope, 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 hope.
Do it, Hope. You got this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
22.
How about you?
Octavio, you see his look, his smile diminish ever so slightly, and he goes, Erwin! Yes, Octavio. Please, another round for my fine guests here. I'll be right back. And they all cheer. Ah! One of them falls over onto the floor. Thump. Give
See, we found the lightweight.
one to the one down for this one. Yeah. And he gestures everyone. If you wish to talk, perhaps we should head back to my room.
I guess we'll get up and go to the room, yeah?
After you, sir.
He gives a slight nod of acknowledgement, and he walks back. You pass
As
by.
we're walking,
Go ahead.
as we're walking, and he goes, now you can tell us how I can get a monkey.
He kind of snorts at that and keeps walking.
CG,
Yes.
I see, has anything interesting occurred with the thing I sent you?
Nothing has happened.
Okay.
As Rictavio leads you down, so the way that the bar is set up, there's clearly a double door in the back, and when you pass through, you see a set of rows of doors, as well as a staircase leading up to a second floor. And he says, "Come, I'm on the second floor." And he walks up the stairs, and he kind of pats his... Oh, I don't have my key on me. Hold on. Erwin? Yes, Octavio. Do you know where the two of them got off to this time? They seem to have swiped my key. And he just kind of yells out, "Tom! Bray! We need the key back!" And literally appearing from behind the staircase are two small boys, about the age of 8 each.
Aw.
And he's like, "Aw, you ruined the fun, Dad. Come on, you know the rules. Everything must be returned when it is needed." It's just like, the slightly taller one comes up and he walks. These kids are very well dressed. They have the same jet black hair that Erwin and his wife have, who never actually got her name that you think about it. And they look both very similar, but they have kind of a disappointed yet still smirking smile to their face. And it's like, "Here you go, Mr. Octavio. Here's your key." He's like, "Thank you. And for the next, may I make a recommendation to you two?" "Yeah? Next time, try not going from the sides when going for pickpockets. Going from the back makes it much easier, and you don't quite brush into the individual's leg. And he's like, see, I told you! No, I wanted to try it out for once. He's like, I told you it was a dumb idea. Because they kind of nudge each other and wander off.
That's adorable.
The dashing rogue.
And he looks to the back to everyone. All right, let's head on up to my room then. Many tales to share, I'm sure. And he walks up to a room at the very far end. Gray, you happen to pass your room and what you know to be Ismark and Irina's room. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
Got this.
Fuck my ass! God! Really
God,
piss
Lord.
poor tonight.
Poor dude. You pass by the door.
I'm
and
gonna
you
really
hear...
quick. I'm gonna refresh my game. I'm getting mad.
I don't think you rolled.
Are you sure you just didn't trade dice with me?
The highest I've rolled tonight has been like an 8. Not even joking.
No, you rolled a 13, and that was because I gave you advantage around the nat 1.
That's true. Oh great, now I can't hear the music. Can you just restart it, please?
Sure. And here we are.
Okay, great. Thank you.
No worries. And so, as you pass by their room, you hear them talking, and you hear the sounds of it, but you can't make any words out.
It doesn't sound like they're yelling or arguing, right?
It does not sound like they're yelling. It
Okay.
just seems like they're talking.
Cool.
As Rictavio leads you further down the hall, and he takes out the key and opens the door. Alright, if you would kindly follow me. Inside is, well, it's an inn. It's a sparse bed. There's not much other than a single candle, not lit, of course, because why would you leave a candle lit in a room like that? As well as a wash basin. And, well, as well as just a desk in the corner. He closes the door, and as everyone inside, he looks around and he says, Alright, so what's the big deal about the monkey? Like, I get that I get that it's kind of an odd sight, but why do you care so much?
I will let the rest of the group take the lead on this.
Then is typing. Oh wait, no.
Nope.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't really take charge because it will just be me trying to negotiate a monkey.
Choggy wants a monkey.
Now, Chogi, you can have this anti-vampiric sword, or you can have this monkey.
Monkey!
Monk. A monk for the monkey.
You could have Grim, or you could have these shrunken monkey heads. Give me a banana! Give me a banana!
We received a fortune telling by an elder of the Vistani.
An elder of the Vistani.
Her name was... Gray, Hope, Chogi. Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it?
She told us to seek out a man with a monkey and that he would be important for our quest.
That's right, Madam Eva.
He looks at all of you. Madam Ava told you to seek out a man with a monkey and they would be important for your quest.
CG.
Yes.
Is his voice noticeably changing? You dropped the accent.
You notice that he's not putting on the grand, over the top show that he's putting on for everyone else, like, he's clearly down to business and down to brass tacks with all of you. You don't even need to roll insight on that one.
Let's get down to business.
To get a monkey.
He
The card we received was the artifact. Something of power.
You know, I've dealt with a couple of fortune tellers in my day. An artifact, something of power, huh? Something old, but still important.
CG,
Yes.
may I incite him to see if he recognized the name Madame Ava? Like, maybe he knows her?
Sure.
Better!
Much better.
13.
Oh. His eyes lit up when he heard the name.
So that's a yes. Cool.
No, now that I think about it, it's a little. It's actually kind of ironic considering the card, the artifact. We find you here, and our first actual quest in this town is to recover an artifact.
Oh, so that's where you were. How'd that go?
Kind of just like the sucking in the lips a little bit, just to go.
So something I probably don't want to know about. Fair enough. Well, you seem to have escaped.
Not quite. I am sure you'd love to hear the story.
Another time. We're talking about actual business now instead of stories. Thing about being an entertainer, you know how to put on a
After
good
all,
face.
a tale of vampires will do well around the fire, won't it?
You'd be surprised with this crowd. A tale of vampires tends not to go over well with... And then he stops mid-sentence. Vampires, huh? In this town? Or was it nearby?
3.
Here.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Alright. Did you tell anyone about the vampires?
Only the captain of the
priest.
guard.
And the priest and the guard.
You told Captain Izek about the vampires.
Have you seen the size of that axe?
Captain Izek is my brother.
He blinks like 3 times and looks to you great. I'm sorry. What?
I know. It's as much of a revelation to me as it is to you.
That's not the weirdest part. Apparently, he's the younger brother.
Also, we had to prove our innocence.
That doesn't surprise me. As for the younger brother thing, I mean, to be fair, Gray here looks like he's about 38. No offense, it's the beard. Alright. You've thrown a lot at me very quickly. So let's tackle this in order. Okay. You told the captain of the guard about the vampires. Were you very specific about it? Did you specifically mention vampires, or were you coy?
We called them thralls.
Oh, he kind of rubs his forehead and slicks his hair back. Okay. So, I'm sure that you know coming in, there's a very strict do not talk about vampires policy or anything bad or anything evil. I can get away with it from time to time because I'm talking about like hunters and people. It's inspiring stories, but you basically just told the captain of the guard for a town that is denying the existence of vampires that it has vampires in it.
We kind of had to, given the circumstances, and considering the fact that there was a middleman serving the thralls.
Oh, great. This gets better and better. Okay, so we'll come back to the middleman. We can come back to that. I just want you to know what you might have done with this. You see, I've told you about the situation in town. I told you about how everyone is dealing with these kind of less than favorable laws.
Roctavio.
Yes.
They've left out a key fact in all this.
And that would be?
They were after a relic that keeps the church, this city, safe.
He thinks for a moment. Wait, so, like, what was it? Consecration. That's what-
exactly.
Indeed.
okay.
It's not these festivals. It's the church.
He thinks about it for a second. Even so, who knows about this? Who knows about this? Again, we need to know who knows about this right now.
Our group, you, Father Lucian, Captain Izek, and I believe that's it.
The box,
The
dead
guard
box
does
guy?
not know.
Hold on.
He just knows we were seeking an item for the church.
That is true. They don't know exactly the actual artifact itself.
He
Only,
nods and he
only
looks.
Captain Izek is aware of the thralls.
He blinks a little bit. 1 second. I'm gonna unpack that in a second. Shoggy, the dirt box guy.
Yeah, the
Middleman, the
The
gray,
coffin
not-
maker.
the coffin
that
maker, yes.
one. That one.
Okay, so
He brought him.
the middleman knows, obviously. Captain of the guard knows. Oh boy. Dealing with Isaac is going to be fun. Lucian's a type-lit person. He'll probably be okay. Okay. So. You do realize why this is bad, though, yes?
No.
Oh, most certainly, considering. However, there's one detail I believe that is quite evident in front of you.
Yes?
If we were to be considered guilty of the crime, would we not have already been put into the stockade and executed on the spot?
Okay. He puts his head in his hands again. I'm not worried about the crime. That's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that there were vampires here, yes, thoroughly. But the fact that you are all standing before me gives me the impression that they were dispatched, which, concerning implications, but there are other concerning implications. You basically told the guards that the oppressive regime of the Burgermeister isn't working.
No, Oh, no. We didn't say anything about that. We just said there was an incident concerning a theft. Only Izek himself knows the actual full-on story. As far as the rest of the guard are concerned, it was the coffin maker.
Yes, Isaac, the second in command to the Burgermeister.
Yes, who is the brother to one of our party members who happened to have retrieved the relic. I don't.
He pinches his brow a little. Okay, you know what? I wasn't there. I'll take your word on it. But just remember, if people find out that these guys were here, and he just kind of looks to you. You get an idea of what will probably happen, yes?
Oh yes,
Widespread panic.
chaos, anarchy, probably a lot of vandalism, and no doubt murder.
Good. As long as we are aware of the consequences. Look. Okay. We're getting off track. Originally, you came in here because you wanted to talk to me about a monkey. Yes? And the cars from Madame Ava. And I guess you're thinking that this card points to me.
Who else owns a monkey in Barovia?
He sighs a little bit. Look, I will be frank with you all. Everything that you've told me now, and what you are telling me about Madame Ava, tells me one thing. I need to get out of town. Quickly.
I don't think that's on the board anymore, friend.
Look, I get that you want to talk to me. I get that you are probably wondering what this card is about. I wasn't going to leave you without something to contact me with, or at least a way to find me. Down the road from here, there's a tower. It sits out in the little small lake, not Lake Zarovich big, but it's small enough. Get inside, get to the top, and we can talk there. Okay?
In the notes.
Furiously typing notes.
I'll be waiting there for a few days. Probably a few. I'll keep an ear out for you. It's the best I can do. Okay?
We appreciate it.
Very well. I'll be gone in the morning. I'm letting you know that. I don't know what you brought to this town. Could be a boon, could be a blessing, could be a curse. You could just simply be a catalyst for something greater. I don't know, but I do know that something is probably going to happen after everything you've just dumped on me. And I want to be far away when it does. So if you don't mind, we're going to go back outside. We're going to pretend like you had some amazing story to tell. And you're going to play it off like nothing is wrong. Then we will part ways, and I will see you later. Is that fair?
Fair enough.
All right.
Sounds good.
He kind of slaps his cheeks together. Excellent! It was a pleasure talking with you. Now I must return to my other guests. Oh, I've kept them waiting for so long, and their glasses must be empty. And with that, he starts making for the door.
Can I insight something?
Hold.
Okay, I'll let Sen go first.
Okay,
Hold on, Sen's got something.
send first.
You sure are good at that, you know. Putting on a persona at the drop of the hat.
I told you before, I'm an entertainer. I have many different hats to put on. Gotta keep the crowd going after all, no? Now, if there's anything else, you think you wanted to do an insight check there, Tart?
He, beforehand, when we walked up, he was telling the story about a man named Victor Van Richten. And I think he's told that story in the bar more than once, right?
You haven't heard him talk about that story in the bar before.
Okay.
He was talking about a giant frog-like monster when you walked in on him the first time.
Call it a hunch. Can I see if I can insight to see if he's the man in the story, Van Richten?
Go ahead and insight.
Don't fuck me, game. Don't fuck me, game. I'll take it.
Yo!
You look at this man, and you're like, wait a minute. That was a human man, and this is a half-elf. I don't know. Something doesn't add up.
Okay.
Now, is there anything else you'd like of me before we head on back outside?
Yeah. I mean, anybody else? The only thing I could ask is, why doesn't the bartender's wife like me?
I don't know. I think it has something to do with you shooting off magic in her bar.
Also
Does anyone
vomiting
like
in
you?
the room.
Jesus!
Jesus!
Choggy!
I mean, you did make those kids hate you.
Fucking obliterated.
Allow me to just explain what just happened. I was Seto Kaiba, Choggy here was Exodia. Fill in the rest.
No, I think we are good, Rictavio.
Hold on.
Pardon me, I need to drink my sorrows away.
I'm seeing about something real quick. Hold on.
Okay. I don't know what that means, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I'm a little bit scared, if I'm honest.
No, it's nothing. I guess Roll20 didn't like that.
God
I
damn it, Sen.
I put in 4d20 or 4d 20d4 rolls to see how much psychic vicious mockery damage you took from that.
Jesus! Come on, CG!
27 psychic damage.
And that one,
yes.
oof.
But yeah, he heads on outside. And you all follow, because it's kind of weird to be standing out in his room, to be fair. He's back out front, it's like, gentlemen, did you miss me? It's like, hey! Oh, I have some new stories to tell you, I have to say. And he just kind of walks over to the crowd, and he starts mingling back in. So you are all back out at the bar. what do you do?
I'm drinking my sorrows away because of how fucking ruthless Chalky was.
Chunky will fill up his bucket, ready for bed.
Anyone else?
I have a thing I want to do, but I'll wait for Hope first.
I am going to sit by the fire, staring into it, unmoving.
Oh god, that's almost menacing, that mental image.
Flying! I love it!
I can literally see the JoJo coming up from that image.
Menacing Jojo.
The fire's like, oh, you're approaching me?
I can't completely bless you if I'm not that close.
I'm going to tell the rest of the group that, I am going to turn in for the night. And I want to go knock on Irina and Ismark's door.
Okay. You approach the door, you no longer hear arguing, and in fact, as you approach the door, you see, well, arguing, in quotes, you come out and you see Ismark leaving, and he just kind of bumps into you. Oh, Gray, good to see you.
Is everything alright?
Yes, may I ask why you are coming to our room? And he gives you the biggest big brother stare that you have ever seen.
I wanted to speak with you both about some of the events that happened today, and more specifically, I don't know what to do.
He thinks for a second. Yeah, oh great. I suppose we would probably be the most help here. Come on then. And he knocks on the door. Sister, I know I said I was leaving, but I think this might be something that we can both help out. What are you talking about? And he opens the door and you see Gray. Gray, you see Irina just kind of, oh.
Can I insight what's going on between them? I'm gonna assume they're arguing above game. Or they were arguing at least. But can I insight it?
Why don't we hold off on that?
Okay, no problem.
So they kind of just you in. It's like, so, Brother Isaac, huh?
Yes. I don't know what to make of it. I've never had a brother before. What is it like? What do I do?
They both kind of exchange a quick glance. Nothing.
Nothing.
Having a sibling is not something that, has a rule or a set of guidelines. It's unique to every individual sibling. Even more so in your situation, I can only imagine. Like, you don't have to be anything. You simply have to be great, to be around them, to share blood in that bond. And admittedly, you're going to get on each other's nerves. That's just inevitable. If the bond of blood is strong enough, though, it will simply be forgotten as much as anything else. But I have a feeling that, well, as haunting as this news might... Well, haunting, I should say. As striking as this news is, I sense there's a little bit more.
I can't ignore the things he's done to these people. And I can't help but think about the things that may come now that he knows what we've been doing. Did we mess up telling him about the thralls and just not taking our penance where it was due?
Irina just kind of blows air into her face. That's hard to say. I can't... Alright, we've dealt with Captain Izek before. Not often, but we have. We hear more stories about it, though. They say on his first day on the job, he picked up a dissenter and put him into a wall. They say that his axes, seen more bloodshed than the rest of the guard combined. But here's the thing. We've heard all these stories. We've met him. He has a stern consonance. And yet you approached, and he turned into a socially awkward child. I'm not going to lie. Our view of him has been shattered by this. I can only imagine what that poor priest was thinking, just seeing everything.
Well, I hope for all of our sakes he remains on our good side. Alright. Sorry,
so.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I hope you are right. It is a very strange situation that we have found ourselves in, and you in particular. I just only hope it turns out for the better.
Me too. Alright. Thank you both. And I will kind of pull them both into a hug.
And not expecting it, they're both hug. And they just kind of both give you the one arm. We are glad to be of help. Great.
No more arguing, you two.
They both sigh a little bit. And actually, perhaps since you are here, you know what? Ismark kind of steps up. I think I'll go ahead and I'll take a quick moment, if that's all right. And he steps outside the door. Roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception 14.
As he closes the door, you intently listen to footsteps walking down the hallway, and you do not hear them.
I turn to Irina. What is his problem?
I might have yelled at him about things that he doesn't deserve.
Is everything alright?
Think about it for a second. Why am I here with you at all?
Well, you're here with me because he left the room and shut the door.
No, you idiot. I mean, why are we here with your group in the first place?
What do you mean?
We are here to escape my suitor. Try and find protection from him, yes?
Yes.
We found protection from him today.
The church.
The church. It's a place I can live at. I can hide from him. But I don't know. I have many different feelings about this. On one hand, yes, it's safe from Strahd. And such things are in low supply here. But on the other, I would just be holding myself away. He'd find me eventually. And even if he didn't, I'd be living in this town under the Burgermeister, who is a questionable gentleman, but certainly better than Strahd.
Irina, I think you and I both know that after today, The church is not as safe as it seems.
Even so, how's any level? It may not be as safe as it seems, but compared to everything else, is it safer? Is it my best bet? And I don't know. Or go ahead.
Well, would you rather live your life in one spot, cowering in fear, or would you rather fight back and claim your life as your own, knowing that you have friends that would stand beside you? And I'll, like, put my hand on her shoulder.
She... Go ahead. You know what? No. She thinks about it for a second. That is something I've been wrestling with. And... Well... Ismark was the brunt of that confusion and high emotions. And I didn't want to... It was unfair to him, but it was, you know... It's something he bore the brunt of frustrations, and I feel a little bad about that, to say the least.
Above game, just to clarify, is she saying that Ismark wants her to stay, or...
It's more like she has 1,000 different options going through her head. She's frustrated by all of them, and Ismark was the unfortunate scapegoat.
Ah, I got you. Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Well, whatever your decision, know that we stand by you 100%.
Thank you, Gray.
And, well, if I may, my father told me something about fear. He said, son, fear is not cowardice. Fear is your soul crying out a warning. Fools are those who abandon it. True cowards are those who are enslaved by it. Wisdom, integrity, experience. Take these into account before you hear the warning of fear. I've thought about this every day since I left home.
Those were your father's words, huh?
As sad as it sounds, it's my most treasured memory about him.
They were wise, to say the nothing least.
Yes.
You have given me more to think on. Let me have some time to myself to ponder.
Alright. If you need me, I will be, I guess, next door. Probably passed out.
You're not drinking heavily, are you?
No. Just exhausted after today.
That's unfortunate. I wished at least one of us could. And she just kind of gives a small chuckle.
Well. And I will pull out my last sip of sake for Irina. Last one. Make sure to enjoy it.
I'll do that. And she kind of takes it and sets it on the counter.
Good night, Irina.
Good night, Gray.
And I will go into my room and probably fucking faceplant into the bed.
You don't get that far.
I don't get that far?
No, you make it out the door and you see right alongside the door, back against the wall, doing the one leg on the wall pose, is Ismark. So, she's in a bit of a pickle right now, Gray.
Yes.
For the first time she has options. Sounds like she's terrified by them all.
Understandably.
Do me one favor, and I say this with no disrespect. try not to be one of the things to consider. And he gets up off the wall and he walks away.
After he walks away, Gray will just kind of stand there for a moment and then go face plant into his bed.
All right. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to do? I know a certain tiefling wanted to.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah! Let's see what Hope wants.
I want to continue staring into the fire, pondering its existence.
roll me a religion check.
Oh.
Are we about to get philosophical? Say that word. On fire.
Today, Hope
gonna get
learns
fire
about the god Pelor.
Oh fuck.
Or maybe not.
Not so
Fire go
philosophical.
Bert.
As you stare into the fire, a small ember flicks out and bit of your robe starting to catch fire. And you're like, no, stop.
This is not what I mean when I once said I want to embrace the flames.
Did you have anything else you wanted to do, Hope? Okay. Choggy and Dagon.
I'm already in my bucket.
Choggy's asleep,
I'm not
Dake-
asleep yet. He's just kind of splashing around.
splashing around. So, as you're kind of chilling in your bucket with Dagon nearby, Erwin looks down and is like, "Oh, is you know what? I'm not going to ask. Do you need a hand back to your room?"
Yeah, okay.
So Erwin walks over, picks you up, and carries you back to your room. And he's groaning and straining the whole time because it's a big bucket of water with you inside of it. It's pretty hefty. But eventually,
As we go past, I want to quickly splash some water on Dagon's head and then submerge myself in the bucket. So he thinks Owen did it.
So
roll me a
joking-wise,
stealth check.
Hey CG, could
What?
I do a joke here? Can I roll 1d4?
You know what? I'm curious enough to see where this is headed. Words that DM should never say. But
Oh goody! Hey, combine that roll with every last bit with everything you rolled, and that was my health completely gone from all the savagery.
Dagon
And-
dies.
Got him.
Fuck.
It's in the bucket.
It's
Just
my
stop.
soul dies.
You're cold and you don't know why. Why is it that every time you come to this place you get wet?
I don't understand. I just want to be dry.
Dagon, maybe you should stop drinking.
Shut the fuck up, Greg!
Or maybe you should stop just traumatizing kids and just like, oh yeah, I wonder why this guy was so
Oh yes,
savage."
this is coming from the mother happy frog.
Hey, at least I'm happy.
Dagon, as you get splashed and you're just kind of drinking your wine at the bar, you hear, "Oh, he got him! He got him!"
I want to turn to see who the fuck said that.
You see the two boys from earlier. It was just like, "Oh man, oh, I'm sorry, dude, but that's funny, dude. It's okay, man. It's like you want to be a splash water. No, man, but it's still funny what happens to other people."
On this episode, Dagon commits crime. And Dagon gets the belt.
And they walk up to you, Dagon. "Hey, man, What's your name? I've never seen someone with horns like that before.
Wait. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not the actual kids.
No, these are the
Okay.
these
thank
are the
goodness.
rowdy ones that you saw when you entered.
Okay, thank goodness, because otherwise I was pulling out the belt and just about to start singing. I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass. Bacon.
Hey,
Long swig.
Hey man, I'm Nikolai, and I'm Carl. We're the Walker kids. So that is Nikolai. I'll actually put that in chat.
Please and thank you, and this is ominous. Oh no, children's are trauma. God damn it, Chalky! Asa, why? Asa, why? Love you as a brother.
Betrayal.
You typed this up somewhere, right? Oh, there you go.
Yep. Nikolai and Carl Wachter. So, like, are you a devil or something?
I am not the devil. I am human like you two, but it's a long, complicated story.
Hey, we're not gonna pry, are we? Not now. And they just kind of knock the glasses together. Hey, let's buy you a little one. And they just kind of, hey, Erwin, you got one for Dagon. It's like, he's got one. All right, sure. And he kind of goes back and starts pouring another one.
You two seem to be always of bright spirit.
I mean, we've got good wine and we've got the night, don't we? Heck yeah.
Fair enough.
Look, so I bet Nikolai here that I'm going to be real with you while we're talking to you. So he thinks I'm too drunk to accurately aim under the influence. And I wanted to see if you could help with that.
Insight this. This is a little weird.
Go for it.
Don't fail me now, Orange Jesus. $14.
Above game, you are getting the most frat kid vibes from anyone you have ever met. They don't seem to be like malicious so much. They don't even seem to be that dumb. They're just drunk and they're having a good time. Hello?
Oh, I'm still here. I'm still here. Alright. Not... Alright. So, let me return to hearing what you're suggesting here. You're trying to aim at something.
Yeah. So here's something we've got. And he pulls out a small ring. And the ring is gorgeous. It has ruby inlays going over the entire top of it with a square cut ruby at the top. So he bet me that I couldn't get this ring on a toothpick that he held up. But the toothpick, every time I hit it, it broke. And we saw you and we were like, hey, those horns could probably be more durable than the toothpicks. And so we thought we'd ask, would you mind? We'd be willing to make it worth your while.
Okay, I know I already rolled the insight, but CG,
Yes?
coming from common sense here, that's a ruby ring, correct?
Yes.
It's a decently sized one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would they kind of recognize that something like that just doesn't belong to any normal person? 'Cause,
You
like,
don't even-
that
You don't even need an insight check to know that it's like 2 kids plus expensive looking ring equals, huh?
something isn't adding up here. That type of ring wouldn't be found on any commoner.
No. Oh, right. You're probably not from around here. We said we're the Walker kids. Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah. Our mother, Fiona Walker, she's a high-ranking noble in town.
I'm sorry. She's in town. Like your family is one of the higher ends within this town.
Yeah. I mean, you see the ring here, right?
Okay. This is going to be an interesting one. Please answer me 3 questions before we proceed to this.
Sure. I mean,
Uh,
it's fair. We're asking something of him. Oh, you go. Good point. Good point.
1. That ring isn't stolen, is it?
No, we didn't steal it.
Can I insight that?
Yes.
Because that's what I'm mostly afraid of. $18.
They're telling the truth. They own that ring.
Uh,
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Oh, I just said all right. All right, so it looks like you aren't lying about the ring being yours or stolen. 2. What are you willing to offer if you manage to actually land it on me?
Well, I bet him 100 golds. So, 100 gold?
Not bad. 3. Left hand or right hand toss?
I'm right-handed. Yeah, but you're using that for your drink. Oh, right. Left-handed.
Puts a hand on him, and goes, well then, give it your best shot. And he's going to slightly give this man a little bit of guidance.
All right, then. So, what's your AC?
Considering the fact that combat and everything else is over, AC is dexterity. It's, what? A flat 10 plus proficiency plus dexterity, right?
Maybe? Oh, hold on. Let me look it up.
I
It should just be on your sheet, right?
Yeah, but I still had a modifier on there.
All right. Oh, yeah, because of the Shield of Faith.
What is your AC is never a good question for a DM to ask a player.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
sort of
no. I'm not playing my AC heavy, boy. This is...
Let's see. Your armor class is calculated by...
11 plus dexterity mod.
Okay. So that would be a 13.
No, I'm sorry. Unarmored, it's 10 plus dexterity.
Then a 12.
Yes. Forgive
Okay.
me.
So this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna roll disadvantage because they're drunk. But with your, we'll see if they beat your AC. Okay. Okay. He rolled a 10 with the guidance. Do you want to do anything?
I mean, considering the fact they're drunk. Actually, there is something. Wait, hold on. Is it possible that I could do this? Ah, shit. I don't think this could be used for an ally, could it?
Yeah, that's just for you.
Fick. Oh, it misses, but Dagon will say, try it again. He'll keep concentration on the guidance.
I don't know. I mean, he flings the ring, and it knocks into your horn and bounces off. You didn't get it on, man.
Here, switch to the other hand.
Okay, all right. We'll try that. And oh, no, nothing doing. He rolled even worse.
He's trying his best.
He
His
throws
best
it-
is not very good.
He puts his. I'll use the correct hand, and he throws it at you, and it doesn't hit your horn, and instead is a perfect shot into your drink.
Well, you got it in the drink. I'll give you impressive for that one.
Does that count?
No.
No, Carl,
it
that
doesn't.
doesn't count.
Tell you what. Third time's always the charm. And
No.
I'll even do you one better. He'll plop 10 gold. It's not much, but you get this in. You get this on my horn. I'm buying you the next round.
Oh, sweet, more drinks. He might hit this time. With your guidance, he does. And he tosses at the now very sticky and kind of wet ring after dipping into your drink, and sails into the air as you keep your head perfectly still and lands right on your horn. See, I told you! Yeah, and it only took you 3 times. Hey, didn't you get that? And he just slaps his the brother slaps his other brother's back.
I mean, 3 times for that. That's still pretty good,
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
Alright. Deal is a deal. Looks over to the bartender. My good friend. Another round of drinks for these 2 gentlemen.
Hey, thanks, man. We gotta drink it all up before Bluno gets back. Where
Wait, who?
had oh, it's we don't usually get this much in town. Usually old Bluno, spelled exactly how it sounds. Usually old Bluno is here drinking up a storm. And where has he gone? I don't know, man. He just headed north one day and hasn't been back.
Bluno. Hey, describe him.
Well, he's barrel-chested man, pretty big. He's got a black beard, and honestly, he's constantly drunk. And when he's not drunk, he looks like he's dead inside.
DG, we haven't run into anybody like that, have we?
You have not. Yeah, he usually drinks up all the wine shipment whenever we get here, so celebrating while we can, right?
Huh, fair.
Yeah,
Early bird gets warm.
fair. Oh, Carl, you okay? No, I'm out. And Nikolai dashes out to the back. He's like, I should probably go make sure he's okay. And he dashes after. It's like, make sure you aim for the John.
Bro, they left the ring.
They did leave the ring.
Bro.
Immediately picks up the ring and goes, "Wait, you forgot." Oh, damn it, they're gone. I can't hold on to this. He will immediately turn and he'll the barkeep's name again. Forgive me.
Erwin.
I'm trying to look. Erwin. That's right. Sorry. Let me put that into this session's notes because I have to look in my past sessions. Just
He's the bartender, yo.
Yo.
I did not choose this name.
Look, somebody was having a great time. All right. He'll motion for Erwin to come over.
Oh,
Erwin.
they ran off without their second. Oh, yes.
Two things. First, would you be able to get me something that I can clean this ring off with?
He offers you a cloth that he was using to clean a empty cup.
Thank you, friend. Pardon me upon this, but what are the Watcher kids like? I mean, what's their family like?
You know, I have I see them more around town than anyone else, but there's a matriarch and a youngest daughter. I haven't seen the youngest daughter in a while. But Lady Wachter, she is, well,
Speak freely, friend.
prickly.
Prickly as in noble-ish prickly, or prickly as in kind of
Go ahead.
kind of motions towards the teeth. Like,
I don't actually know what that gesture means, but she is, well, she is very nobly, and she's also very composed and a little bitter.
about what?
Heck if I know. She doesn't come into my bar, so I do not investigate.
Bill, to have two noble women's children just out here getting drunk.
He looks over to you. Rich kids. And he rolls his eyes. You don't need to worry too much about that one. For some reason, her continence has not affected them in the slightest. What you see is what you get with those two. When they're not getting wasted, though, they're good kids.
Well, still, I mean, granted, I'd never know what it's like growing up rich. I was an orphan for the most part until the church took me in.
Hey, don't we all wish we could grow up rich, eh?
If I ever had the money, I probably would get myself a little keep, start a family. Yeah, who knows? Or maybe I'll just retire into the countryside. You know, not this countryside, but a far away one. Be a farmer.
I'll be honest. For someone who wishes they grow up rich and then you say you're retired to be a farmer, that's kind of strange. He kind of chuckles at that one.
What can I say? I'm a little bit on the sauced side right now. Wait, hold on. You mentioned a matriarch. Where is the father?
Died several years ago, I'm afraid.
Really? From what?
Haven't heard. It was hush hush. She says was an accident, but He looks around. I think he might have been something with the Burgermeister. Call it the hunch.
The Berg? You don't. No, you don't think that. I mean, it's one thing for a leader of a town to, insult, but to actually insinuate they would even attempt, especially on a higher noble.
Erwin looks you dead. Erwin looks you dead in the eye. Our leader keeps a tight ship. And that is all I will say on the matter.
I see. I'm starting to get a few of my previous teachers ringing in my head now. Anyways, I don't believe it is right of me to have this ring. Where do they reside, if you don't mind me asking? At least in the morning, I wish to return this.
Here, leave it with me, and we will get it back to them.
Of course. Just... I feel awful.
You didn't take advantage of them. They ran off and they were forgetful. The fact that you are giving it back to me to give it back to them should not be making you feel awful.
Well, even then. Just make sure that it gets back in one piece to the family and give them regards.
I will do that. You seem a bit slushed yourself. Are you heading in for the night?
Yes, before I make an ass of myself.
Hold on 1 second. Just
Oh, everything alright?
yeah, no worries. Just trying to find something. Ah. He looks over to you and he says, "Yes, that would make Danica a lot less frosty toward you do." And he smiles at his own joke.
I was going to ask, what did I do that made her angry?
Well, apparently, you were saying something about how you can shoot magic out of your dong, and then you launched ice at your tall metal friend, and, well, she doesn't much care for you attacking the guest.
Immediately, like, the pupils go tiny. Oh! Oh! Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Immediately looks over to Hope. Are they still at the fire?
That's a good question. Hope, what have you been doing? Sen?
Oh, they're typing.
Oh, okay. I was in the wrong chat.
I continue to ponder the fire.
You see Hope sitting stoically looking at the fire.
I believe it is best if I go rectify that situation right now. Immediately goes to I see.
Yeah.
So Dagon's just gonna walk over to Hope and be like, just immediately put a gentle hand on the shoulder. I am terribly sorry for what I did in my drunken stupor. Please forgive me. And just immediately walks up and goes to his bed. Or whatever room that has the floor that I am now being designated to.
You do have an actual room, despite her anger with you. And you do notice that the pillows aren't exactly fluffy, or the quality of the bed itself is anything to write home about, but all things considered. Ooh. So I think
Hey.
I think that's everyone. Everyone go ahead and have a nice long sleep.
A nice long roll for initiative.
A nice long level up. Yeah.
Oh, we're not
Yay,
done.
My max hit points are back.
How low have you
that's
been,
right.
Shoggy?
Shoggy was. Oh, that's
No.
right.
My max hit points were down to 20 when they should be at 30.
Wait, you're at 30? Oh man.
Oh,
you and I
that's
are
right.
tied.
Max hit points. Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, I was at half health. Technically, I was at 75% health, but in health. But in
Got to
reality,
love
I was at
30-second reboot.
Uh,
Oh,
30
oh
seconds.
god.
Dagan came over and profusely apologized for hitting you in the back with Ray of Frost before heading to their room. However,
However.
Sen's typing.
Oh.
Ah, okay. Sorry, that was my mistake. Gray.
Hello?
Hold on. Let me find some good music for this.
Oh, no. Guys, I'm in danger.
No, we just used that. You know what?
Mood music starts to play.
Oh my god.
Strahd walks in your door.
Get on the floor. Everybody to Gray's dead.
That is very quiet, actually, for me.
I can't hear anything.
How about that?
Better. Thank you.
Yes.
As you drift off into sleep, you have a dream. You're back at your old house. You're swinging your sword in the back of the room. Your father had taken you out into the backyard. You don't remember why. And as you do, you're swinging against a small wooden dummy that he had for training. And you hear screaming coming from inside your home. Your mother's scream. You immediately rush to the door, but your father comes out to you first. And he says, "Do not worry, son. Stay outside for now. We're all fine." And he pats you on the shoulder, and he lets you go back. You stay outside, hearing your mother screaming and screaming for hours on end. And still you could see your father, stoic as ever, yet still concerned. And as you waited, scared and cold, screams begin to fade as the night starts dawning, eventually ceasing. There is a cold silence. And of what feels like an eternity, your father emerges from your house, hurried and out of breath. "Son, we have to go, now." You ask, "Where's Mom?" And he simply said, "She'll be right behind us. Now we have to leave." And he scooped you up in his open arms, not even giving you a chance to collect everything, and dashing into the forest. You in one hand, a small bundle in his other. And as he did, you see your house sink into the distance, and you hear shouting coming from the other side of your house. Large shouts. Can't make them out, but you do hear and you see the crackling and burning fire of your home. You cry into your father's shoulders as the light dims and fades. You run for hours in the darkness until you came upon an encampment. But all the time you could still hear the raucous sounds of the villagers not too far off. Your father reached down to a box on a wagon before whispering to you, "Be quiet. Do not let anyone know you are here. Be brave, my son." Dropping a few essentials next to you and the bundle he was carrying in the crate next to you. "I have to go now, Gray. Be safe. I know that your mother and I love you dearly." He gives you a tight squeeze. Tears of confusion and sadness are streaming down your face as he leaves, knocking the box beside you out of the cart as he turns to leave. You do as you're told and you remain quiet. The wagon began to move. You remained quiet. As you felt the mist of your homeland dissipate, you remained quiet. As you saw sun for the first time in your life, you remained quiet. As you heard strangers moving and unloading the carts, you remained quiet. And immediately you wake up in a cold sweat in the inn.
I shoot up into like a seated position and just kind of put my head in my hands and like kind of lean off the edge of the bed. Do I know what time it is at night?
It's not night anymore, but it does seem to be in the early morning.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me... You awaken from your cold sweat with your head in your hands. The feeling of the dream you just had was familiar and powerful over you. You hear...
I'll get up and I'll open the door. I haven't put my clothes back on or anything. I'm just gonna be there in whatever my undergarments are and just drenched in sweat.
On the other side of the door, you see Ismark. Gray, whoa. What happened to you?
What's going on?
Izek is out front.
Oh, fuck. That's right. Must have overslept. Alright, I'll be out in just a minute.
Alright. I'll go tell him to wait. And
Just tell him I need to get dressed.
Very well. And he wanders away and leaves you alone in your room.
I sort of take a moment, kind of rub my face in my hands. Do I have like a wash basin in here?
You do. Everyone had a wash basin in their room.
I'll run some water on my face, kind of splash it in my face, and then I will get dressed back into my armor and I'll go downstairs.
All right. Everyone else is up at this point. You were the last person to get up. And everyone is currently downstairs. Everyone in the party, Ismark, Irina, they're all out front. And you can see Izek on the other side of the window. What do you do? All of you.
I wave.
Thank you, Choggy. I love it.
You just start a fire in the middle of the breakfast table.
And you call me the...
I sort of take a moment. I kind of address the party. I apologize. I think I overslept.
It's alright. It happens to everyone.
You're alright, man. You look like absolute... Ed, forgive me for saying that. You look like absolute horse shit.
Oh, tell you
It
about
does.
that later. Says currently typing.
Yep.
Tippy tappy.
Tippy tappy. Clicky clack. The keyboard cracks.
It does? I ask, tilting my head slightly.
I'm sorry, what does above game?
Fire exists.
Oh. Oh, oversleeping. Yeah, it's just... I'll tell you all about it later. And I, without wasting another moment, will go outside.
And just as a quick thing, I'm gonna slap Dagon. I'm gonna slap Dagon and go. See, that's why no one likes you.
Wow!
He did just say, "Man, you look like utter horse shit." Like not even like, "Hey man, you doing alright?" Just, "Man, you look like horse shit."
I want to look at Choggy dead in the eyes, and for the first time, I'm actually gonna speak a little infernal. Keep talking mad shit. You talk a lot of mad shit for somebody that can be turned into frog soup.
He says some weird words at you.
I just kind of look at him, giving him the open mouth choggy smile.
The toothless frog smile that we all love and crave.
Above game, Haza, I love you and I love Choggy. In game, I'm going to serve you up like a Frenchman getting frog's legs.
Hey! At least Choggy isn't rude.
Why you gotta be so rude?
I'm going to go outside and meet Isaac.
Don't you know I'm
Yes.
tiefling too?
Does anyone
He
follow?
is a murderer, but he isn't rude.
Oh god damn.
Wolf. But yes, does anyone follow Gray outside?
No.
We told
I will go
no.
with him.
Okay.
Debate.
All right. Hope walks outside with Gray. Isaac stands imposingly at the door. Make a perception check, both of you.
Perception. 22. My best roll of the night.
Hey, there's more good ones to come.
Better late than never.
It's true. You both see, usually the busy streets, completely dead. There is no one outside, and with that high perception checks, you can see people in the house across the street just kind of peeking out the window.
Brother. Oh.
Brother!
Brother!
Brother Gray. I've talked with Burgomaster. He would like to meet with you. I told him a little bit about our relationship, and he was intrigued, to say the least. And, he would like to meet with you and the rest of your posse, looking over to Hope, later this evening.
Can I insight him? Does he seem okay? Or is he just flustered?
You don't even need an insight on this
Okay.
one. He's flustered. He still does not know how to approach this in the slightest. Actually, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Never mind.
I will say, are you alright?
I'm still kind of getting used to the idea.
Right. Well, I think we could start with this, and I will go up to him, and I'll just pull him into a big, like, bear hug.
What? And he's in a big bear hug, and he has... Hope, you can see this, Gray, you can't. There are so many emotions on this man's face. It's confusion, surprise, relief, back to confusion, and then finally both of you see him just kind of reaching out his good arm and just patting him on the side.
Valid question, honestly.
Perhaps we should Perhaps we should talk about the thing that I mentioned yesterday.
All right.
And he motions you to a back alley, real quick. Your friend is welcome to join.
Thank you. And I'll
And
kind of
I come
gesture
with
to
them.
Hope. Yeah.
You walk to the back alley where you left the horses from the first time. And Isaac pulls you aside. I feel better getting off the streets.
I understand that. You've certainly made an impression on these people.
He looks around, left and right. Thankfully, an impression is the only thing I've left on these people. You'd be surprised how useful a reputation serves to keep people in line.
Right.
Don't tell anyone, though. It's not entirely unwarranted, but I'm pretty sure I know where the rumors come from. And he taps his arm.
And what rumor would that be exactly?
He removes the sling.
Oh,
And
shit.
both you, Gray, and Hope, where this man's arm is, you do not see a human arm. What you do see, if I can find my notes.
Oh, fuck, guys. He's like fucking... he's got like the Code Vein arm going.
That's
fuck.
liquid fucking ocelot. He's gonna pull out a revolver.
Oh god, he's got a gun!
Revolver Ocelot.
Large and bulky, almost, but not entirely, misshapen for his body. Large and red is an arm with bony protrusions coming out. You can see underneath the flesh. Instead of fingers, he has 4 pincers, deep blood red nails.
Fuck, this guy's got a devil trigger.
This is the reason I survived those years alone, but it is frightening to say the least.
How did this happen?
As far as I know, I was born with it.
Molded by it. Sorry.
Can I make any kind of check in this?
Go ahead and roll me your choice of religion or arcana. Both of you can do this.
Okay. Well, that is same for both. So, we'll go Arcana.
Dang.
Hey! I'm bringing it back! I'm bringing it back!
Bring it back now, y'all.
This is the sheer sign, a very clear sign of demonic influence. This arm, whatever it was originally, has been corrupted isn't quite the right word, but enhanced with demonic power.
Oh.
He's very. You can see 1,000 years passing before this man's face as he waits for your guys' response.
Sorry, I'm just typing at the moment. I apologize.
No worries.
Also, Hope is typing as well, so I'm waiting.
Was it always like that?
Yes.
Brother, this seems almost demonic in nature.
Demonic, you say? I'm not familiar with that word.
I don't know how to explain it. It's almost as if some dark force is not not necessarily corrupted it, but I guess enhanced it. Can it... I don't know how to explain this. Or ask this, can you do things with it? Is it more powerful?
He holds out his hands, and you see a large amount of flame erupt from it. Not violently, but this is about the main extent of it. I suspect, and he points along the arm, up the arm. You see veins kind of come through the arm, and as he draws the lines across his body, you can see the veins kind of going throughout his skin. Just, you wouldn't have even been able to see it unless he pointed it out.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he is, it's like, I think this might be why I am large as I am.
How have you hidden it so long?
He looks over to you, Hope, and then he looks back to Gray. I've hidden it so long because, well, I keep it bound up like this, and not a lot of people want to ask me about it.
But what... Sorry, go ahead.
I suspect that might have to do with my visage and reputation.
But what does it mean? Why is it like this?
I do not know. I don't know what you say about dark powers, but I can sense it from everyone else when they see it. They fear it. They are in awe of it. And I've kept it hidden as best I can to avoid those glares.
Well, hopefully together we can maybe discover the origins of it. And frankly, I don't know what to think right now. Does it hurt?
No, it feels as normal as my other.
That's good. Well, I guess we can try our best to learn more about it, but frankly, I don't know what else to say right now. It's impeccable, but horrifying at the same time.
The moment you say horrifying, detect his face kind of sour just for an instant, very slightly. Yes, yes it is. And he starts binding it back up. I would like you to, if possible, spend some more time with me in town, but from what you told me, you're mercenaries, perhaps. Something similar.
Yes.
If you're going to meet with the Burgermeister later today, I might be able to think of a few things to get into his good graces, make things go a little more smoothly. And as he says smoothly, he's got that single sweat drop going on in anime.
I'll put my arm on his shoulder and I'll go, we would appreciate that, brother.
I must go back to my post for now, and I'll see if I can find something for you. Then
Right.
I do see that you are tech exempt. He coughs a little bit. Well, brother, I'm heading off. I hope to see you later.
And now you, brother.
And with that, Isaac walks off, and I think we're going to end the session there.
Oh boy! I'm alive, guys!
Yeah, you were alive,
Yeah.
and boy, was that a big session for you.
Yeah. I apologize. Fuck.
Oh no, that was awesome.
I also feel bad. I called his arm horrifying, but I didn't mean it horrifying, like scary. I meant like I thought he was in pain. Like I'd be horrified to have something like that because fucking I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Hey
Just-
guys,
I feel bad, you know?
Yeah. Imagine just walking in and going, "Hey, good day, hey, hope, hey, Isaac has everything." Good fucking lord, what happened to your goddamn arm? It looks like it's like it looks like braised ribs that got shredded to pieces by a freaking Rottweiler.
You walk in, you say that, and then Isaac just, in one moment, stands up and picks up his great axe.
You press the arm button. You shouldn't have done that.
Nope.
Oh, it's not like it's demonic. Wait, it's not like it's demonic or anything. I'm pretty sure we could get it healed up.
I'm very interested to learn about that arm and what that means for me. Like, does that mean I have some like weird connection to this power that he has?
Gray. I got it. Gray is also part crab.
My ultimate form, Citizen Snips, the return.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Sorry. Oh my god. Why do we
Oh.
keep killing J Frost like this?
Oh,
It happens.
fuck. Oh,
to be this way.
There's only one way to find out how much of a crab you are. Quick, put him in a rave.
Oh fuck!
hold on.
As my body is changing.
Changes.
My ultimate form is just a giant crab.
No. No.
I am from the
Lord.
hidden crab school.
Tart. Your real true form. Eugene Krabs.
Sponge Boy me Bob.
Sponge Boy me Bob.
Ketamine, and I'm about to die. Yar.
Sponge Boy me Bob. I have a giant battle axe.
Sponge Boy me Bob. I've made a demonic pact.
Why is that meme so funny for being one of the worst things ever? It's just Sponge Boy me Bob, and it's not even that funny.
Right.
I
I
don't.
don't know. How do people find the letter E funny?
E.
E.
Remember when E was everywhere in the 90s? That was fun.
Now
E.
I've got a place for Molly, whoever she is.
How'd everyone enjoy the session tonight?
Oh, I loved
I
it.
loved it.
Oh, that was great.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to meet the Burgermeister.
Yeah. Oh, sense typing, guys.
Burger Blaster.
Is it normal Burgermeister? Is it Bacon Cheese Meister? Cheese Burgermeister?
I was
Cheese
hoping to get. I was hoping to get a noise out of someone in the silence.
I'll be honest, I just didn't hear you.
I want to have the Wardlow and Hagar thing going on.
I
With
have
him.
a warlord. How are you just staring
Warlord.
each other down?
It was here. That. Oh god, I love this. This is great.
Yeah,
Just staring down hotties.
you might
Okay,
get
if
your chance.
Look,
Why does that guy keep staring at me?
I'm
It's
just
a
saying.
rare situation for having a conversation with two other people and Gray being the smallest man there.
It's true.
Look, I'm just gonna say this right now, and this needs to be said. During the last like 2 to 3 episodes of this show, if we ever make it to that point, we're fighting Strahd. We're getting our asses beaten. Strahd's laughing maniacally. Then suddenly we just hear the what is it? The End of Days music from WWE play, and suddenly it's Isaac coming out, freaking with battle axe in hand.
I I'm sorry. I love that. I love that image, but at the same time, the only thing I could think of is putting him in a trench coat, giving him a fedora, and he's Mr. Isaac.
Oh my
Boom,
god.
boom, boom.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is this is gonna end with either us fighting with him or us fighting him.
I hope
And you
it's
know
the
what?
I hope it's the former.
And you know what? The fact that you don't know makes me giddy.
Yes.
See, I know. So I do know a little bit about Strahd, but then again, I was banking on my memory on being absolute dog shit, which it has been. Because I remember Isaac had some role, but I do not for the life of me remember what it was.
I'm glad I'm coming into
I
this
have another
blind.
image in mind.
Oh no. Oh, I gotta hit
I'm
Susan.
scared.
Hit us. Oh, it's a spoiler. It's even better.
Oh, ooh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ah, lovely.
Here you go, chat. Just for you.
That curse shit.
There you go.
So
Hope
here's
everyone,
Ah.
I hope everyone liked Brutal Chuggy today. I was very happy to do it.
Choggy did the most
Sure.
damage to anyone during that session.
Yeah, you literally
the
now
most-
gave me a reason to become an alcoholic, you asshole.
you are basically with that single session, you've single-handedly justified your subclass shift into assassin.
Defied why I should turn into a Frenchman now.
But yeah, what's I think we're about ready to head on out. Haza, what you up to?
Well, I'm actually gonna stream some Yakuza later, trying to finish it if my internet lets me this time. So we'll see how you go.
Bro, you gotta get back in the Yakuza race. What are you doing?
Oh no, I'm gonna smash it out today. I'm gonna finish Yakuza 2 and then go ahead. But yeah, I've been streaming. Gonna do more card pack openings over the next few weeks because there's some new Digimon cards. Man, these look great. Man,
They
these
do.
cards look
Really solid.
like Bandai. It's another good job, but Bandai have done a fantastic job in all their card arts. Dragon Ball Super one, the anything Bandai has touched for TCG lately, at least has looked fantastic. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. We'll come back to Sen. J Frost, what you up to?
Not much, just, drinking some whiskey here now. Because fucking Chalky just destroyed my entire reason to live.
Oops.
Yeah, thanks, Hansa, you did this!
I love you.
Bitch! Alright. You can find me at jfrost747 at, twitch.tv/jfrost747. Sorry, fuck. Nothing much really planned this week. Food Friday. But yeah, so be ready to hear me and Joe screaming at each other, making horrible food puns, insulting ghosts, and probably gonna overthrow the monarchy. Now, anyways, let's go to somebody more interesting. Tart or Sen. You're both more interesting than me. Which one of you?
How dare. I don't know if Sen is ready.
Not much these days. If I do find the time to stream, I can be found at twitch./sensu84.
I've never seen it read a period as a dot before. That was new.
I didn't notice that either.
Not much these days. I've never seen it do that. That's
Please? Twitch? There it goes. Of course, you can find me here at twitch.tv/fartingtart, where tomorrow I'll be returning back into Yakuza 3. And I'm very excited. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Remember when Mafia games were a thing?
I do.
That's fun.
And it makes me sad.
Why does it make you sad?
How the Mafia series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Yakuza's fine.
Good.
Yakuza didn't screw up.
So
Yeah,
Mafia makes you go dame dame.
Dame dane,
God.
Bakamitai.
Alright,
Dodgy
where's my
man.
inquisitorial flamethrower?
Alright, CG, give us the over-under on your life.
Yeah!
Doing pretty okay. This was honestly one of the best days I've had in a very long time, and you guys are a big part of it.
Aw.
Huh?
Oh,
But yeah.
Wait, hold on. Ha, is he saying our DMing isn't good enough to make him have a good day?
fuck, you need to punish him.
How dare.
Oh.
Punish him hard.
No,
And then-
we're kidding, CG, we love you.
We love you to
And then
death.
CG was ejected from 2 groups at the same time.
Jeez.
But no, I'm glad to have been here to DM you guys. I don't have much going on just right now, other than getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And looking for a new, in parentheses, old RPG to play. Hopefully I'll find something soon.
If I may make a recommendation,
No!
there's a game called Barony on Steam. It is old school.
Hmm.
It's not so much RPG as it is like it's weird. It's like, imagine playing D&D, but it's like, okay, do you know like the old Windows 98 screen where you're basically going through that maze?
Forever? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Think of that.
Why would you do this to me?
Oh.
But yeah, not much going on my end. I think everyone's excited for our next session. And I don't know about you guys, but I need some water badly. So,
Fuck yeah.
I
yeah.
don't think we ever took a bio break, did we?
We did not. I know Haza and I at one point just kind of stepped away to run to the bathroom while other people were doing things.
That was kind of why we didn't.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people had like some sizable scenes, so it was pretty easy to just kind of
Mhm.
run off.
Yeah, especially
that's fair.
me. Holy fuck.
You got hit so hard this match.
This was the gray session.
Yeah. I mean, can you blame him?
I
This-
no.
Get ruder.
So, like, don't get me wrong. I wanted to give you guys all a little something, and I knew for a fact that Hope was probably going to take point with Rictavio. I'm glad that Dagan got to meet the Wachter kids.
I'm interested to know what's going on with those guys. That was interesting. I got like a almost fucking Bill and Ted vibe from them.
Where do you think I got the accent from?
But, ladies and gentlemen,
What made you think I was going to take point there?
When you last talked to Rictavio, you were with Chagi, and you were the one who was taking the point then as well. And I kind of figured that you would be the one to follow up on that. It was an assumption, but it was, just kind of the situation, I think. But yeah, I think we're about ready to get going. Is there anyone we can raid?
yes,
Are
we
we-
are going to raid my dear friend
Alice,
Alice,
right?
who was here
Yeah, we
earlier
kind of have
tonight.
to, don't we?
What's up?
We kind of have to, right?
It's
Yeah.
kind of required because they're playing
Yeah.
Strahd, and it appears that they're currently in the middle of an encounter with. I'm not going to actually figure out because I don't want spoilers, but, ladies and gentlemen,
I thought we were ahead of them.
no, they're ahead of us. They're
Really? They got ahead of us?
They've
They're
been
ahead
ahead
of
of
us.
us.
Okay.
To be fair, and this isn't a spoiler in any way, shape, or form, but one of the things that I had you guys do is you entered Barovia from the opposite side.
That's good to
Ah.
know.
Wait, we came in from stage right instead of stage left?
I shouted them
Yep.
out instead of doing the raid command. Fuck.
Good job.
But go show them some love. Let them know who sent you. Yeah, we love you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for the all the things you all do. My only regret with this game is that we aren't doing it every week, which is fine because obviously stuff needs to be worked on. You gotta make sure you take the time to give your players a good time, and I'm having a great time.
It's always a good time.
Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a lovely night. We will be back again in 2 weeks, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye, everybody.